Hey folks, it is the Nutty Knife Guy with my 100th subscriber celebration video and the giveaway. I did things a little bit differently this time. I have already been out to test, and there's not going to be a wrap-up. There's just going to be intro and testing footage. And what we're looking at today is the Schrade SCHF27. I wish they really would come up with some names for their knives. It would be so much easier. I have tested this, and it passed the test with kind of a mystery near fail. I have not sharpened this thing. This is the one I'm going to keep. I bought this for myself. The winner of the giveaway will get one in the box. It has never been out of the box. Now, the one that I tested felt sharp, but it pretty much failed cutting the water bottle. I did get one decent cut, and I guess I got it at the right angle. It feels sharp with the thumb, and it does pass the nail test. I have not tried to cut paper with it. I will do that now. This is reasonably decent quality printer paper. And it doesn't seem bad. But it would not cut a bottle, and I didn't film it, but just out of curiosity, I tried to cut just a drinking water bottle, and it wouldn't cut that very well. So I don't know if it's just not sharp enough, or this just blade geometry. Probably just not sharp enough, or the blade. There's something about the blade geometry that just wouldn't cut that bottle. But so full disclosure on that. I don't know if the one that the winner gets is going to do this. But it's just a matter of sharpening. So, and I wanted to test it without having sharpened it. Overall, the design of the knife is quite good. The handle is one of the most comfortable handles I've ever had on a knife. It's good and grippy, but not tacky. Usually I don't like finger grooves, but these are done. They're very shallow and they're rounded, so it doesn't create any hot spots. Reverse grip. It's fairly comfortable to cap the knife, even though it's kind of pointy. And of course the pointy can be used for all kinds of striking applications. Good handguard. Another mystery, and this is not just this knife. I never understood why anybody would put a thumb ramp on a knife and not jimp it. Why would you do that? But it's pretty comfortable, and it's got kind of a notch here that fits your thumb nicely. Get into the choil. The choil could be wider. I have big meaty digits, but other than that, it's pretty cool. Now, it did get whacked on the war post repeatedly, which you will see. It did get into that bottle, but it didn't cut. You know, I guess it felt sharp. It feels kind of sharp, but I think when looking at it again, my first evaluation of the edge was optimistic. I think with some sharpening, this would do fine, and the other one might be sharper. Yeah. Okay, folks. The brand new batteries that I just taken out of the pack and put in here died rather abruptly, and I only had two new replacements. So I'm going to make this quick before the batteries die again. So I mean, the finish held up even when I accidentally banged it on the metal. And I guess the edge just felt sharp, and it wasn't. I mean, it cut the paper pretty well, but it could have been better. So whoever wins this might want to sharpen it up, sharpen their knife up before they use it. Now, the one of the things that it kind of makes this unique is, if I can get it out of here, you pull on this little pin here and a kind of a multi-tool gizmo comes out. And it's kind of a unique feature, unusual feature that I wanted to, and it was something that I wanted in the giveaway knife. Honestly, I don't know how useful this will be. It's got like a hex wrench in there, and you can use these things as little smaller hex wrenches. It's got a bottle opener, and now really the bottle opener is worth it. It never hurts to have a bottle opener. It's kind of hard to go wrong with a bottle opener. A cord cutter / gut hook from what the manufacturer says, what Schrade says, and a little screwdriver, and you can use it as a pry bar. Just like I said, it's something a bit unusual. It just goes into the handle. This is a full tang knife. It's still a full tang. It just fits in there inside the tang, and locks in there with the little button. It's got a little keychain thing like to help you pull back the button to get it out of there. I found that just slightly annoying when using the knife, but not a deal breaker. And also, these things are, even Schrade, from what I saw, admits these are strictly cosmetic. It's just supposed to be the look of the knife. Personally, I think the knife would look fine without them. But it doesn't come with a fire steel. I would have actually preferred some sort of fire starting equipment instead of the multi-tool. And then maybe if you have a ferro rod, these might be a decent way to strike the ferro rod. But the knife in general held up well. I'm not sorry that I have my own, and I think you will find it very useful, except the factory edge. The factory edge was a little deceptive, but now that I have it, I'm pressing on it pretty hard, so it has that scrape like it's sharp, but it wasn't as sharp as I thought it was. Okay, and the sheath is actually pretty decent. It's Kydex, very solid. You don't get that reassuring click when you put it in there, but it does have good retention. Holds the knife well. It's not Tech-Lock compatible. Knife companies, all of you, if you're doing Kydex sheaths, make them Tech-Lock compatible. Not that hard. Should be a law. So let it be written, so let it be done. Butt looth is maybe just a tiny bit tight for some thicker belts. I wear thick belts because I'm a big fat fatty and I need thick belts, and I also carry a bunch of stuff on my belt most generally. But it's adequate. It does have lashing points on there for Molly, but it should be Tech-Lock compatible. Like I said, I'm giving away one in the box, and I think you'll be happy with it. Factory edge, I guess, could be a little bit better. But I think you will find this useful, and as I said, it's a nice looking knife. It's kind of cool looking, I think, and kind of useful. And it's also very light. It's a little thin for a survival knife. I would call this more of a trail knife or a camp knife than a survival knife. I just don't think it's beefy enough to be a survival knife. Or an urban survival. You put this in a go pack for like an urban survival setting, I think you would find this very useful. And that is the Schrade SCHF27. Now, as to the contest, or the giveaway, I will be picking I hit 100 subscribers today. And I will be picking a winner a week from today, and it is, what date is it? Let me see. The 18th. So on Sunday the 25th, I will pick a winner. To win the knife, you need to be subscribed, and you need to be able to answer this question: what would life be like without knives? I'm about to give you the answer, and it's at the end of pretty much all of my videos. But if I don't get that right at that answer, then you're not eligible for the giveaway. So a week from today, I will pick a winner, and I'll get you information, and I'll send out the knife. Having said that, would I recommend this knife? Yes, I would. Looks like it does need some sharpening, at least this one did, out of the box. But for a go pack that you just keep in your car, like a get home bag or any kind of an urban survival deal, a camp knife, maybe a hunting knife, this would serve quite well. I paid about 30 bucks for this. Again, apologize, I was going to give away like a $50 knife, but this one just seemed right for the giveaway. But yeah, a good camp knife, an all-around camp knife, I think this would do you well. And that's it. Now, so I will give you my usual admonishment. 2, draw your knives only in just purpose. Sheathe them only with honor. And here comes that giveaway answer. And you must remember that without knives, life would be dull and pointless. Please like, share, and subscribe. You got the ones that got me to 100. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another giveaway when I get another 100 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment and comment on it. Now you must give me that answer for what life would be like without knives in the comments of this video or last week's video when I announced the giveaway to begin with. Right? If I don't get that answer, there's no knife for you. And with that, I bid you. Oh, by the way, I wanted to shout out to a couple of people. Hopefully the battery will hold out for that long. And I have to find them. Well, the first one is no-brainer. Donnie B all day. He's got a knife channel. Great stuff. Seems like a really great guy. And this channel probably wouldn't be here without his channel because his content made me believe that people would like my content. And at least 100 of you do, so because here I am. So big shout out to Donnie B all day. And another one, just a second, and I'll give you because I want to get the name correct. Let's see here. I'm coming, it's coming. I know he's in here somewhere. Here he is. Daniel Van Hollerbeek. He's got a channel too. Go check him out. Wanted to give him a shout out. So, and since I went through all of that at the end, I'll give it to you again. Remember to draw your knives only in just purpose, sheathe them only with honor, and to remember that, here it comes, without knives, life would be dull and pointless. I bid you goodbye. Okay, here we have the Schrade SCHF27. Schrade really needs to come up with cool names for their knives, like Slasher or something. How are you supposed to remember these model numbers? Anyway, let's see how she does. Enemy water bottles sighted. Yeah, that didn't work out too good. So not really out of the box sharp. Haven't sharpened it. That's weird because it feels sharp. Let's see if I can just get a better cut on it. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Maybe if I let a little of pressure out. And I am seeing a little bit of a leak. That's really weird. Okay. Now we know there's actually water in it, don't we? Okay, that slash did some damage. But these slashes are not going to... Okay, folks. Now this is the same bottle that the last knife I tested didn't go through, which was a Cisco. This is the same bottle. So maybe there's something weird about this bottle and not the knife. I don't know, because this actually feels like it's fairly sharp. And I'm getting pieces of the bottle on the edge. But it's not wanting to slice through like a lot of other, like in most tests. So maybe it's something weird about the bottle. When I get done with here, we'll go downstairs and maybe we'll look at cutting paper with this, because the edge seems sharp. I don't know, it's something about the geometry or this bottle is weird. But this is the second time this bottle has really resisted being slashed. Whoever that pilot is doesn't like knife videos. Okay, we'll go ahead with the warp post here. Hopefully he doesn't circle around. See, it has really good bite when it gets a good thrust in, and it's taken nice pieces out of the war post here. That thing with this bottle is really odd. It's bled out, but let's see if I can get some decent slash penetration here. Okay. Now that one took a nice bite. Maybe it's just the blade geometry, or I'm not hitting it, this particular bottle, right. We'll try again. Yeah, a little bit, but there's with no water in to hold it. It's just, it kind of just flew out from underneath the blade. Try it this way and hopefully I don't cut myself. Well, that works. Aren't you glad this isn't the actual knife I'm giving away, folks? No harm done. No, it didn't even scratch the finish. Okay. You can see where blue is coming off of that bottle and sticking to the blade, but for some reason I'm only not getting very good cuts. Very odd. Okay, a couple more hard whacks on this thing after I got distracted, just to prove that she's durable. Now, I don't know, you can't really see this, but that slash actually went into the wood a nice piece. This thing with the bottle is bugging me, but it's not bad. Okay, but No edge damage. And here's the top of it where I banged it on that metal post. No damage there. And this edge feels sharp. The thing with the bottle, I don't get why this thing with the bottle. This is the bottle, like kind of bottle I normally use. Okay. This is old, but and I've already taken all the bark off of it, but there's some bark down here coming off. But it is shaving. It does have a nice choil here, so you can choke up. You know, I don't know. I think it's something with the edge geometry, because it really doesn't want to bite for this either, but the blade feels sharp. But for actual carving, let's sharpen this down a little more. It does work. Maybe it just does need some fine-tuning on the edge. But it's a nice little knife. It does hold up. And if it is just an edge problem, that can be solved pretty easily. So there's that. So there's no hot spots. The handle is very comfortable. As I said, it's got kind of a finger notch here and a nice choil. Choil's a little small for my fingers, but I have pretty big hands. No hot spots. And you could really easily just choke up on it like this if you wanted chopping, even though this is a pretty thin blade and doesn't have a lot of weight in the blade. But aside from the mystery of the water bottle chop, this held up quite well. In the comments, guys, if you have any ideas of why this isn't cutting the way it should, because as I said, it feels sharp, and I'm going to cut some paper for you when we get back downstairs. That is just weird. And as I say, that's the same bottle that was so hard to cut with the Cisco that I reviewed. So maybe that's just a mutant bottle. I don't know. But I've never had that much trouble cutting a bottle before. Alright, we'll see you downstairs.